Hey guys, welcome back to General Manager Games. My name is Aaron, and this is another episode of Out of the Park Baseball 23 with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Now, if you watched Sunday's stream, I think I left it with, I said something like, maybe we can just get on a hot streak in September and get back into it, and if that's the case, I'll come back before the season's over. I completely didn't anticipate that would happen. But lo and behold, that is exactly what has happened. Your Arizona Diamondbacks are 10-2 here in September, and they are one game out of the wild card. One game behind the Milwaukee Brewers, 3.5 behind the Padres. But we are in the thick of it. We have 3 games against the Colorado Rockies in Colorado, followed by 6 against the San Francisco Giants, who we are tied with right now, a game out of first place. It's been a great start to the month. We split a 2-game series in Kansas City, and then we went on to win 8 in a row before losing a game against the Dodgers, but taking 2 out of 3 against them. So we are 10-2 here in the month of September. Offensively, we're getting done. Pitching staff is doing enough, and we're winning some ball games. So we have 3 games against the Rockies, followed by 6 against the Giants. The Giants have 3 games against the Dodgers, while the Brewers, the team in first place, has got 3 games against Washington, and then I believe 6 against Cincinnati, I believe is how their schedule breaks down. So they have the easiest road to hoe here, so to speak, followed by us, and then the Giants have got probably the hardest remaining schedules. They've got the Dodgers and us. So hopefully we'll be playing some postseason baseball in this episode and not just running to the offseason, but we will see how it goes. So let's get to it. Game 1 in Colorado. It's an 8-7 win, so we continue our winning ways. And there will not be a video, or there will not be a live video on Sunday. Taking a vacation, my first real vacation since pre-COVID. We are leaving Sunday morning and coming back on Friday evening. So I will have both next hope. My hope, and I don't know if I'm going to have time to do this week, but my hope is to have this video out on Wednesday. It's currently Tuesday. Have this video out on Wednesday. Have Sunday's video to Chris so that he can post it Sunday morning. And then also have next Wednesday's video to him before I leave as well. So we'll see if I have enough time to do it. I may have to just do one big long recording session on Saturday, as I've got to get videos up for this and videos up for my series, my Oakland A's series over on my channel, Around the World Sports. But right now we're focusing on the Diamondbacks. 2 RBIs for Johnson and Lawler. Home runs from Gomez and Huckstorf. Webb goes 6, gives up 6. But Rodriguez and LeMay do their job. So where are we now? Are we tied? We are still a game out. The Giants are now 2 games out. So the Brewers won, the Giants lost. Game 2 in Colorado is a 3-2 loss in 10. That one stings. So we're now 2 games out of the wild card, tied with the Giants. This is a huge game 3 here, and we lose this one as well, 11-9, and we lose Julio Lujan for the rest of the regular season. We are now still 2 games out. We're still 2 games out. Let's see what happens here. Actually, I don't know if it's played the Brewers game yet. Let's see what the Brewers do. Okay, so the Brewers lost, so we're still 2 games out. We lost 2 out of 3 in Colorado. That is going to hurt us. So over in the National League, the Brewers have got 5 games left against the Reds. We have 5 games against the Giants. So hopefully the Reds can do us some favors and we can take, we probably need to take 5 out of 6 here against San Francisco to really have a shot. We do have to put Lujan on the injured list, which sucks. And what do we do for a right field option here over the last week of the season? We don't have another outfielder. I get we can just stick Brandon Lowe out there, I suppose. Call Pacheco back up. Make Brandon Lowe our right fielder. Make him our right fielder. And then we need a designated hitter so Pacheco can come in and be our DH. He's certainly not going to bat third, though. I think we put Johnson in the 3-hole. And then De Los Santos will be our designated hitter against lefties. All right, let's see how it goes. The final 6 in San Francisco. There's a 3-1 victory. There is a huge win. De Los Santos comes in, goes 3 for 3 with a couple of RBIs. Taylor picks up his 12th win. Are we a game out? We're 2 games out. The Brewers win again. Game 2. Keep our fingers crossed. 3-0 win. So the pitching staff continues to get it done. Holloway, 5 1/3 shutout. Are we a game out yet? We are not. We are 2 games out still. But we're now 2 games behind San Diego as well. So hopefully, who are the Padres playing? The Padres finish up against Colorado and the Cubs. Oh, they've lost 2 in a row at home against the last place Rockies. All right, so we're still in it. We got 4 games left. We are 2 games behind San Diego and Milwaukee. We need to just keep winning the games that are in front of us here. Thinking about it, another win. So back-to-back shutouts for your Diamondbacks. Lawler and De Los Santos both homer. Webb pitches really well. We are still 2 games behind Milwaukee and San Diego. Let's keep this going. We've shut out the we've shut out the Giants in 3 straight games. Garibay, Pacheco, and Lowe all homer. Mazur pitches 7 innings of 2-hit baseball. We are a game behind the Brewers and 2 games behind the Padres with 2 to go. We need to win our last 2 games and hope that the Brewers lose 1 out of 2. We win 8-5. We're still a game out. Wow, what a Kyle Huckstore, 4 for 5 with 6 runs knocked in, 2 doubles and a home run for him. Aguilar goes 6 2/3, and this is it. I mean, we're a game out of the wild card. We got 2 teams ahead of us, so we need one of those 2 teams to lose, and we need to win. It's that simple. We got Andrew Taylor on the mound. If we win and either the Padres or the Brewers lose, we have a shot. So, yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed. We win 3-1. We win 3-1. I haven't looked at where the other teams, what happened with the other teams yet, so we're going to find out together. Taylor goes 11-2, gives up 1 run in 6 1/3. We're going to go to the home screen. We'll keep our fingers crossed that either the Padres or the Brewers lost. And they did. So we are tied with the Padres for the final playoff spot, which means we're going to have to play a game. We're going to have to play a game. Just put them there. All right. So we finished the season 87-75. We have a 17-4 September. Wow. 17-4 September for your Diamondbacks. We finished with the 3rd best offense. We're 9th in runs against. Our pitching staff still wasn't great, but it got better. Adam Mazur was really good. 2-0 with a 2.95 ERA in 4 starts for us. Gave up 1 run in his last 13 1/3. The starting rotation got better as the season wore on. And our bullpen was okay. I expected it to be better, but it was fine. I mean, it was okay. Guy Garibay with a monster season. I guess we can take a quick look at stats. No, we got to play 163. So we got 163 against the Padres. They're going to be sending Adrian Morejon to the mound. We will be sending Holloway to the mound. That's what it looks like. Yep. And we're going to let the AI play it. So Jordan Holloway, the 30-year-old out of Arvada, Colorado, Went 9-4 with a 3.42 ERA in 47 games, 14 starts for us this season. We're going to play that game. Well, I'm not going to play the game. I'm going to let the AI play it. But our playoff hopes rest on the right arm of Jordan Holloway. So we're going to send Garibay, Johnson, Lawler, Huckstorf, House, Lowe, Greer, De Los Santos, and Gomez. They're going to put out their Abrams, Hassel, Tatis, Machado, Ryan, Noda, El Huris, Montero, Justin Crawford, old friend Yohendrick Pinango, Luis Camposano against Morejon, who was 8-7 with a 3.44. And let's just get this thing started. Hopefully, we're playing some postseason baseball. So we're the road team because they had the better head-to-head record. So Morejon against Garibay. Garibay grounds it to second. Leadoff single. Infield single. Tamar Johnson gets that down, and the runner is thrown out at second. Jordan Lawler crushes a 2-run bomb to left, and we take a 2-0 first inning lead. 22nd home run of the year for Jordan Lawler. Huckstorf now. Ground ball in the hole. 2 away. And Brady House strikes out swinging. But we pick up a couple. And we are up 2-0. Bottom of the first. Strikes out Abrams to get this thing started. Diving catch made out in right field. And Tatis makes it a 2-1 game with one swing of the bat. 313, 54 home runs, and 140 runs knocked in for Tatis. He gets them within a run. Machado strikes out, so it's 2-1 after 1. Brandon Lowe steps in. Pops out to center. 1 out. Kyle Greer strikes out. And Davison De Los Santos, ground ball to second. 3 away. So we go down in order in the second. Noda strikes out. Montero strikes out. And Justin Crawford. It's a fly ball over the head of our center fielder. And he will cruise into second with a 2-out double. 3-1 pitch to Pinango. Ball 4. Camposano. Fly ball to left. That looks like it's going to stay in the park. Catch is made there. So still 2-1. Gomez leads off. Fly ball to right center. Sliding catch made out in center field. Top of the order. Garibay up. Ground ball to third. It's 2 outs. And Tamar Johnson. The base hit to right. So a 2-out single for him. Lawler pops it up. And that will retire the side. So we're still up. 2-1. Ground ball to second. 1 away. Fly ball to left. 2 away. Fly ball to center. Over the head of our center fielder again. At least we kept Tatis in the ballpark this time. So a 2-out double for Fernando Tatis. Machado draws a 4-pitch walk. And Ryan Noda grounds out 3 unassisted. So we're a third of the way through the game. And we have a 2-1 lead. Huckstorf throws a leadoff walk. Brady House smashes an extra base hit to left center field. Huckstorf hits third. Looks like he's going to stop there. So second and third, nobody out here in the fourth. Lowe strikes out with the infield drawn in. Greer with a base hit through the drawn in infield is going to score at least one. Here comes the second throw and the second runner, and we have a 3-run lead. It's 4-1 in the fourth. They bring in Aaron Bummer. And that's going to be another base hit. This one gets down for De Los Santos. Greer hits third. He's going to score. And we are up 5-1, top of the order. Wild pitch. De Los Santos goes down to second. Gomez draws a 1-out walk. So first and second, 1 out for Garibay, who strikes out. Now Tamar Johnson. Ground ball to third. He's going to, almost beat that one out. But we pick up 3. We're up 4-1. Montero strikes out. Crawford's going to have another extra base hit here. He's been up twice, has a couple of doubles. Tries to steal third, and he is out by a mile. Pinango 0-2 pitch, grounds it to first, and we are through 4, and we are up 4. Lawler strikes out. Huckstorf fly ball to right center. 2 away. And Brady House strikes out. Bottom of the 5th, a 4-run lead. Camposano fly out to center. Greer's going to make that catch. Abrams grounds to third. Infield single. He steals second. Hassel with a bloop single to right. Abrams will stop at third, so first and third. Tatis strikes out, and Machado with a fly ball to center, and we get out of the jam. So we're through 5, and we are up 4. Brandon Lowe strikes out. Kyle Greer. Diving catch made in right field, and De Los Santos strikes out. So bottom of the 6th now. Noda strikes out. Bryce Bonnin checks in. So 5 1/3 for Jordan Holloway of 1-run baseball. 2 away. Crawford 2 for 2 with a couple of doubles. So 1, 2, 3, 6th. A 1, 2, 3, 6th inning. We go to the 7th, up 4. Keep pouring it on here if we can. Gomez flies out. Dalton Sawyer against Garibay. Strike 3. And Tamar Johnson. Pop out. So we go to the 7th inning stretch with a 4-run lead. Bonin against Penango. It's ball 4. We get strike 3 there. Fly ball to medium left field. Catch made out there. 2 away. That's going to be a 2-out single. So runners at first and third now. Mackenzie Gore against Tatis, and it's a 1-run ball game. Why you would bring in a lefty to face Tatis, I don't understand. But it is a 1-run ball game. And that gets us through the inning. So it's a 5-4 game now in the 8th. Jordan Lawler, catch made out and right. Huckstorf, fly ball to, is that going to have enough? Is that going to have enough juice? It does, just over the right field wall. Kyle Huckstorf increases our lead back to 2. House strikes out. And Lowe strikes out. So we go to the bottom of the 8th, up by 2. LeMay comes in. Grounds it into the shift. 1 out. Montero lines out 2 away, and Crawford strikes out looking. So we go to the 9th with a 2-run lead against Edwin Diaz here. See if we can tack on in the 9th. Catch made by the shortstop. De Los Santos now strikes out, and Gomez strikes out. So we go to the bottom of the 9th with a 2-run lead. 3 outs to the postseason. Penango with a fly ball to center. 1 out there. 2-2 pitch to Matt Thaiss. Strikeout. And C.J. Abrams, they're not going to go quietly. Going to be a 2-out double for Abrams. That brings up Hassel. Ball 4, and the, of course, so the winning run at the plate is Fernando Tatis. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. Tatis strikes out, and the Arizona Diamondbacks, let's go, are going to the postseason with an absolutely insane month of September, 18-4, and the D-backs are postseason bound. Let's go. Greer with a 2-run single, Lawler with a 2-run home run, Huckstorf with a home run as well. Holloway goes the first 5 1/3. Why they brought in Mackenzie Gore, I will never know. 2 lefties to face Tatis and Machado. I don't get it, but we win. We win, and we go to the postseason. That's nice. Please set your playoff roster. So, we look at the history of the Arizona Diamondbacks. We've gotten better. We started in 2022 in 71 and 91, then went 75 and 87. Took a small step back, but super underplayed our Pythagorean by 7 games. Our first winning season last season, our first playoff appearance last season, and we finished with an 88 and 75 mark this year, and we make the postseason. So we're taking on the Dodgers, because of course we are. So playoff roster, players eligible for the postseason roster. Is there anybody? Okay, so Lujan. We can get Lujan back out there, which is perfect. We will take De Los Santos off, get Lujan back out there. Let's make sure the lineup is set. Lujan and right. Low at DH. Lujan there. Lujan in right. Low at DH. Nope. Low at DH. And we can, I think we stick with that lineup. Yeah. Is there anybody else that we want to call, that we should call up? Balazovic was dominating. He needs to be out there for who, though? I think we take Holloway off because he's not going to pitch, given that he was hurt, or that he just pitched that game. So I think we do that. Then we go the 4-man rotation. Then we go Webb, Mazur, Aguilar, and Taylor. Webb will start game 1. Always start highest rested. Balazovic, middle relief, used more often because he was so good during the regular season. And yeah, so if we look at our offensive stats for the season, Guy Garibay, 5.8 WAR, 35 home runs, 93 knocked in, walked over 100 times, was just amazing at the top of the order. I'd like to have him batting third and Tamar Johnson batting leadoff next season. I think with a 60 eye and discipline and a 65 avoid K, that's plenty good enough. If you can put up a 360 on base percentage batting leadoff, Garibay could drive in 120 or 130 runs, because we'll go Tamar Johnson, Jordan Lawler, Guy Garibay, 1, 2, 3, and kind of go from there. But yeah, Jordan Lawler had a really, really nice second full season, hit 300, 132 OPS plus, almost 4 WAR. Julio Lujan, another 30 home run season, his third straight 30 home run season, and 850 OPS. Brandon Lowe was a really nice free agent signing for us this year. Struck out 200 times, but still 800 OPS, 115 OPS plus. Kyle Huckstorf continues to provide some power, even though he's not a particularly good bat, still providing some power. Kyle Greer continues to play good defensively, but he's playing every day, and I don't want him playing every day. So we are going to need to find an outfielder in the offseason. Brady House was injured, came back, hit okay, 771 OPS plus, provided some pop, played a pretty good third base. Antonio Gomez bounced back, actually ended up with a really nice season given how he started things off. You look at his batting splits. Hit 157 in April, 212 in May, but then 270, 299, 282. Struggled a bit in September, but June, July, and August were very, very good for the 24-year-old. La Stella had another nice season for us. I don't know if he's going to be willing to come back, given, no, he will. He will come back, and we may re-sign him again. Didn't play very much, but still hit 312. Jefferson Cuero, bat was there. And he's passable. I mean, we have a pretty good catching combination. And then pitching-wise, I can't believe we made the playoffs. That is nuts. We did it on the back of a lot of average. I mean, Balazovic was unbelievable with a 2.02 ERA+. Chris Rodriguez, I think we found a home for him in the bullpen. Just kind of have him out there as a stopper. LeMay was good after we picked him up. Webb was okay, but was hurt. Only won 5 games this year. Batista was okay. Aguilar was okay. Mazur is probably our best starter long term. And Taylor went 11-2. So even though, I mean, a 3.85 ERA and an 11-2 record, FIP was 5.02, so maybe he didn't pitch quite that well. But yeah, I think we're in okay shape. I mean, granted, we're taking on the Dodgers, and I don't, they've had our number all year up until that last game, that last series where we took 2 out of 3. So I don't anticipate that we are going to advance, but anything's possible. Logan Webb against Walker Buehler in game 1. You can see we were 5-14 against the Dodgers this season. Let's see how the postseason goes. We lose game 1, 9-1. It's not a surprise. Freddie Freeman, 4 for 5 with 5 RBIs. Gavin Lux, Mookie Betts, each drive in a pair. Webb gets absolutely steamrolled. So we got Mazur going against Trevor Bauer in game 2, trying to keep our season alive, and we get swept. No surprise there. No surprise there, and it wasn't particularly close. We lost 15-2 in the 2 games, but we made the playoffs for our 2nd straight season. Hopefully that gets us some fan interest. I can't believe our revenue per game is still down, given that we just made the playoffs back-to-back seasons. We won 88 games this year. We finished 2nd in the NL West. But that is it for the postseason. So I'm going to go ahead and sim to the end of the postseason, and then we'll get into arbitration and all the off-season stuff. So guys, I will be right back. All right. We are back. The season is over, and we had a very good score. I don't really care about the score, but the NL gets rid of designated players. Nope, we are going to go ahead and put that back in. So let's go to commissioner mode. Let's go to league settings. There are certain things I'm okay with, like relocation, or if you want to increase the length of the disabled list or the number of men on the 40-man roster. I'm okay with that, but we're leaving the DH. So your World Series champions this season are the Atlanta Braves. They defeated the Minnesota Twins in 6 games. You can see the Dodgers went on to lose in 5 to the Cardinals, while the Braves took out the Marlins. So the wild card Atlanta Braves win the World Series in 2026. But we make the postseason for the 2nd time. I am pleased with that. Kyle Greer option year needed. We will execute said option. Season goals. We've made the playoffs again. Our team payroll is now up to $120 million. Yeah, we don't have much money to play with because we still have a lot in scouting and development. End of the season, we have the number 2 prospect and the number 6 prospect in the game, DeLucas and Jesus Zamora. Arbitration, we could probably save a little bit of money there. Chinese players posted. Anybody worth? Not that we could afford to do it anyway. All right, let's look at arbitration. So we got Antone, Gratterall, and La Stella as pending free agents that we can offer comp picks to. Now, Gratterall is an interesting option because he wants $19 million and then a ridiculous contract before. He thinks he's a starter. So I feel like we offer him the qualifying offer and we take a shot at it. And we see if hopefully he declines the qualifying. I got to turn commissioner mode off. Right. I forgot to do that. Hopefully he doesn't take the offer. If he does, we'll just have to turn and trade him. But let's see where we can save some money here. So Jordan Holloway, absolutely going to bring him back. Was fantastic for us down the stretch. Won the game 163 against the Padres out of Mazur. Yeah, absolutely. He wants a long-term contract, which I'm not prepared to give him just yet. So what is his 1 year? Oh, he wants to offer him $1 million. Want him to I mean, it's probably not terrible to think about extending him long term, but he's only made 4 starts for me, so I'd like him to kind of work through that first. Zach McCambley, we picked him up in the offseason. I don't know, we may end up DFAing him. 165 for Balazovic. So can we get save every penny we can save? Yep. All right, so that saves us about 70 grand there. Jake Cousins wants 1.4, so we'll offer him 1.325. Will he take that, or will it have to be? No, it'll have to be 1.350. Doval wasn't particularly good. It may have some value, so we're going to hold off on Camilo Doval for just a second. See if we might be able to trade him. 1.350. Asa Lacy, we're going to say goodbye to. He's down to 1 star. That injury just ruined whatever was left of his career, unfortunately. Mackenzie Gore only wants 1.1. From 1.050. All right, now we're getting into some of the maybes. So Nick Allen, I think we need to bring him back. I think he's valuable as a backup. Save 75,000 there. Stratman only wants 1.7, so we can offer him that. That's good there. All right, so now we have McCambly, Doval, Rodriguez, and Sanchez. So Rodriguez wants $4 million. He has not been good. Well, I mean, to be fair, he put up a 1.9 WAR last year as a middle reliever. Sanchez, I think, could be... Yeah, we're going to re-sign Sanchez. I think we offer him 2-1 and have him as sort of a swingman. He'll be kind of that sixth starter in case we need it. Let's see if anybody is interested in a Doval. I want to say Doval and Rodriguez package, but let's just start with Camilo Doval and see what sort of interest there is there. Not much from the looks of it. Kyber Rodriguez, nope. That's a whole lot of nothing. Javon Ward, nope. Yeah, that's a whole lot of nothing. So what if we added Rodriguez? I'll just re-sign Doval. For what he's asking for, it's not unreasonable. And nobody wants Rodriguez either. Okay, that's fine. I'll offer them both arbitration. $1.8 million for Camilo Doval, I will take. Rodriguez wants 4.4. It means we should be able to offer him 4.2. Yep, save a couple $100,000 there. And then McCambly. Is anybody interested in him? I kind of knew that was going to be a nothing. They had offered him to me so many times that I just assumed that he was going to be kind of a below average. Yeah, and I don't want to pay him. I have no interest in paying him $2 million when we have other options. So we're just going to non-tender him. LeMay, we can't re-sign. Well, we could. We'll see what he wants in free agency, but Bukowskis, maybe. Let's go here and let's look at salaries. Is there anybody that we want to DFA to just get off the book? So we are going to say goodbye to McCambly. Is there anybody we need to actually DFA, though? Seth Elledge we picked up. Yeah, probably hang on to him. Calderon, De Los Santos, Estes, Garibay, Gomez, Gore, John Osalesi we already DFA'd. Yeah, there's nobody here that I want to DFA that I haven't. So I'm going to go ahead now and sim up to free agency, and we'll see what we can do about making our team a little better. I'll be right back. All right, we are back. And yeah, so some good news. So Gratterall filed for free agency, so we declined the qualifying offer. So when he does sign, we will get a compensatory pick. I don't know where it's going to be, but we will get a compensatory pick. We signed everybody. We got fan interest bumps for Balazovic, Mazur, and Holloway. I bumped our fan interest from a 64 to a 68. So fan interest is increasing. We'll skip ahead to free agency and see how much money we have. All right, so international free. Before we look at that, let's see how much money we have. $11 million. Okay, so we don't have a lot, but it's a little to do something with. See if there's a position of need here someplace. Yeah, he wants a lot of money. He's not a bad player, but he wants a lot of money. Free agents: Tyler Mahle, Andres Jimenez, Sid Mullins, Tommy Edman is back on the market. Nicky Lopez, Jordan Hicks, Gratterall, Rendon, Robert, and Nico Horner. I talked about needing an outfielder. We also need pitching. So right now, this is our lineup. So we're set. Really, our infield is set. Garibay, Johnson, Lawler, House. We do not need anything in the infield at all. Hang on just a second, guys. Sorry. So, yeah, on the infield, we're set. I think we're set behind home plate. Outfield is our position of need. I think we have Huckstorf and Greer aren't terrible, but I think they're both better served as fourth outfielders, honestly. Yeah, I think they're both better served as fourth. Sorry, guys, I'm distracted. I don't feel very good, to be completely honest with you. I started feeling sick the other day. It's not COVID. Tested negative for that, but yeah, I don't feel great. So outfield is a position in need, and then obviously starting pitching. That's another quick pause. All right, sorry. Yeah, pitching is obviously a position in need. We need starting pitching. Again, Webb, Taylor, and Mazur I think are fine as a 2-3-4, but we still need to bring in an ace. So really, starting pitching and outfield are the two major positions of need for us. There really aren't any really good starting pitchers from the looks of it. Alcantara is there, but I don't want to pay him, $12 million. Strasburg is out there, but at 14. Yeah, we may have to try to fill our starting pitcher hole via trade, because there certainly isn't a number one in here anywhere. I'd argue there's not a number 2 or a number 3 in here either. Alcantara is the best, I think, pitch. Actually, Hicks is probably the best pitcher available, but we're not going to go after him. So let's look at outfielders. Brandon Nimmo. Or is it Nemo? I don't know. Either way, he's really good. 415 on base percentage a year ago. I mean, either one of these, any of these three guys would immediately solve the issue we're having in the outfield, but all three of them want more than $20 million. Springer wants 18. He had a down season last year. Arozarena. Yeah, there's not much here. Cody Bellinger, no. I mean, outside of those three big ones, there really isn't much available. I mean, I would love to sign any of them. Robert they're all fragile. No, Mullins isn't. Mullins is probably the best defensively of the bunch. Yeah, he is. Nimmo's probably the best batter of the bunch. He's also the oldest. Wouldn't require a comp pick. What is he looking for? 33-year-old looking for a 7-year deal, huh? See, this is more my speed. 6 years for, well, even that's 6 years for a 32-year-old. He wants 7 years. But again, we don't have that kind of money, so we may just have to wait it out and see if any of those players come cheaper. Victor Robles, good defensively, but again, we already have good defensively. We need an everyday outfielder, and there just aren't many options here, truth be told. And there's not much there from an outfielder perspective. Hopefully, the AI goes after something other than outfielders here. Got Ozzy Albies is available. And I could grab Ozzy Albies, but he doesn't really have the range to play the outfield. I mean, it's an interesting thought, bringing Ozzy Albies and stick him in the outfield. I mean, he can rake. That's really intriguing. He wants an 8-year, $12 million a year contract. I'm not keen on doing that. But, I mean, we could, in theory, stick Brandon Lowe in left and make Albies our second baseman. Tamar Johnson, we can make him a left fielder. That might not be a... Bringing in Ozzie Albies might be an interesting move. What do we have for... I mean, we've got some young talent that we might be able to turn over into a starting pitching, into a starting pitcher, I should say. So let's. I like the idea of Ozzie Albies. He doesn't want a lot of money. We can probably shorten that contract from 8 years to let's start like this. Let's start with something like that, not $1 million. Let's start with something like that. Okay, so he goes back up to 8 years. So what about 5 years at $10 million? So he really wants that 8 years. So what if we go 6 at 11? With the last year being 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. Okay, we're getting close. So he's okay with that 6th year being it. So let's do 11. That's not 11. So let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Use for all. So let's do 10 million for the first couple of years. Actually, let's do 11, 11, 11, and then 10, 10, 10. Okay. Let's try that. 6 years, $63 million for Ozzie Albies. Had a bit of a down season 2 years ago. I mean, that average is super light, but I mean, I feel like, those ratings suggest he should be able to hit. So let's try that. Let's try Ozzie Albies, 6 years at $63 million. We're going to get up to the winter meeting. Let's get up to the Hall of Fame voting really quickly. And that, even what we offered Albies may end up being more than what we needed to pay to get him. But that's another really solid bat for our lineup and a solid glove, frankly. Still doesn't help our pitching staff, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like we have so much offensive depth now that we might be able to use some of our younger players to attract a pitcher. All right, so Hall of Fame voting: Abreu, Beltran, Colon, Helton. He's getting close. King Felix, Andrew Jones. He's not going to make it, but I'm going to vote for him anyway. Pedroia. He's not going to make it, but I'm going to vote for him anyway. Posey. Probably doesn't belong in there, but I'm going to vote for him anyway. Roland and Sabathia. We got so Posey's going to come off, and Ichiro will go on there. All right, so that is our Hall of Fame. I want to get up to the winter meetings because that's where you start to see players put on the trade block. And if we can get a starting pitcher, look who led the National League in batting average and was second in home runs. That is really discouraging, but I'm trying not to worry about it. We made the postseason, Washington didn't. So, yeah, we need starting pitching. We need starting pitching help, but we don't have much in the minors. I feel like we have enough prospects now that maybe now is the time to try to move one or more of those prospects for a, we can get by, I think, with 5 number 3 starters. I think. Oops. Hit my mic. Sorry about that. I think we can get away with 5 number 3 stars. I don't think we necessarily need an ace. An ace is a luxury. Any word from, what did India sign? 7 years, 158 million. I'm just trying to get an idea of what some of these guys ended up signing. Brett Phillips, 5 years, $90 million. Ozzy Albies, he likes our offer. Okay. He's popular as well. All right, let's take a look at the trade block. Spencer Torkelson. Could bring back Ketel Marte. Yeah, I'm not interested in any of those guys. Let's get starters. Shane Baz. Yeah. I mean, what would it take to get a Shane Baz? I mean, you'd have to retain. But, like, we'll start with Tony Blanco. You'll probably tell me to go kick rocks, which is fine. Brennan Siegler. I'm not wasting your time. Infante. Wow. Okay. What if we added a player from the Major League roster? What if we gave you Balazovic? They would be over budget. That's crazy. Wow. He's going to be a free agent. He's going to be... I'm curious. I mean, if I put Tamar Johnson on there, does that... Yeah, like... I mean, I get that they don't want to trade him for, you know, next to nothing, but still, like, come on. What if we gave you $8 million? What if I gave you Garibay? Yeah, okay, so we're not getting Shane Baz. That's fine. So let's go back to the trading block. Zach Eflin. Looks okay. Montgomery's still on the block. But again, $18 million. Players include minor leagues. Let's do pitchers with a stamina of 45 who have a minimum of 55, 50, and 50. And let's see what we get. I mean, we have a lot in our system, but wow. Where the hell did he come from? Back in April. Okay, that works for me. Is there anybody here that... Morla? I mean, yeah, you'd have to retain $2 million. Or here, let's just go like this. I have no player that makes this work. Of course I don't. Like, is there any way this is going to happen? Like, can I offer Infante? Nope. Okay. So I guess we're looking more for, you know, a bunch of number threes, which is kind of what I talked about, right? Grant Gambrell. 60, 50, 60. 2 good pitches. What would it take to get someone like Gambrell? Really, I have no players that make this work. Okay. Let's try it this way. Let's offer up Blanco and Batista. Let's see if we can get a starting pitcher that way. Problem is all these guys are on the minimum because we don't have any money. So doing it this way isn't going to work because I need to find a team that's willing to retain. That's sort of the issue. Let's go back to the trade block. Yeah, there's just nobody there. There's just nobody on the trade block that really, I mean, other than Baz, but we can't get him. So that is a non-starter, as they say. All right, well, let's see what happens with Ozzy Albies. Maybe we can use the Rule 5 to our advantage this year. Who knows? All right, so Albies favors our offer. 60, 75, 50. Yeah, I can't believe that he was elite in 2022. He was damn good in 2023, but the last 3 seasons, if he gave us this, I would be fine with that. Maybe freeing him up to play left field will be a better option. All right, let's get up to Rule 5. We're going to get up to Rule 5, and we'll do the Rule 5 here in just a minute. I got to pause again. Hang tight. All right, guys, we are back. It is time for the Rule 5. Before we get to the Rule 5, I have a trade that I want to complete here with the rival San Francisco Giants. Brandon Lowe had a solid first season for us. Played in 156 games, hit 33 home runs, drove in 83 runs, put up an 802 OPS, 1.9 WAR. He's a captain, et cetera, et cetera. He's making $9 million this year, and then he's got 2 team options at $11 million each in the next 2 seasons. The Giants offered us Yairo Pomares in exchange for him. Now, they're very different bats. They both have some power, but Pomares is going to hit for a higher average, hit for more extra bases, but he's not going to get on base nearly as much. You can see, last year, Pomares wasn't particularly good, 243, 271, 431, a 703 OPS. Put up an 804 OPS the year before that. Had 2 straight 500 slugging seasons with OPSs right at 115 to 120-ish. A bit better in the field. Lowe is a bit better base runner, but he's also making 10%. Pomares is making 10% or almost 10% of what Lowe is making. Pomares is only making $1.4 million this year, and he's an actual outfielder. So I think we're going to go ahead and pull the trigger here. Lowe is a captain, but we have plenty of leaders and captains on our team. We have Pacheco and Allen both as captains, then House, Taylor, Aguilar, Lujan all as leaders. So I think we will be fine. We're going to take a fan interest hit making this deal, but we've gotten a bump this year with some of the moves we've made and with our play. We're at a 70 right now. So we're going to go ahead and pull the trigger on this deal. Fan interest decreases a lot. Players are disappointed to see him leave. Fan interest goes from a 70 to a 65, but now we have $9 million to spend this year, $13 million to spend next season, and we pick up another bat. So it is time for the Rule 5. I've already put everybody on the 40-man that I want on the 40-man, so we only have 1 Rule 5 spot, so we'll see what's available. We may end up making a move here, taking somebody off the Rule 5 if necessary, but you can see we don't have anybody who's under 2.5 stars on our Rule 5. So let's get to said Rule 5. We are picking 22nd. So we are looking at all pitchers right now. Cade Austin is on there. Let's look at all batters. Wow. Okay. Simon Sherry, number 3 overall pick in 2013. He's now 25 years old. Has never made it out of A-ball or high A-ball. Lucas Kelly, the number 33 prospect in baseball. His overall potential has dipped a bit. His other ratings have gone up. His eye has sort of peaked. Wow. I mean, I don't know where we would play him. But, I mean, maybe we take him and then try to move him and, I don't know, see if we can get a pitcher out of the deal. Any Anybody else in here that's interesting? I mean, when you have the opportunity to take number 33 prospect in the game in the Rule 5, I think you got to jump at it. We're going to go ahead and do that. Let's go to our next pick. Let's look at pitchers, see if there's anything of substance here. Ben Adams, no. Elvis Alegre, no. Yeah, not a whole lot from a pitching perspective. So it might just be one and done here from a Rule 5 perspective. Again, we don't have any more spots on the Rule 5, so if we were to take somebody else, we would have to DFA somebody, which, I mean, I'm not against doing, but I'm not going to do it for someone like Sherry. If his home run power was in that 50 to 55 range right now, I would probably do it, but it's not, so I won't. Yeah, I think that's about it. Bubba Chandler, he's a pitcher, but not particularly good. So we're going to go ahead and complete the draft, and then we're going to see what we can do about landing a pitcher. Jordan Yamamoto was on the list. Oh, he's not bad. So we have some money now, so I wonder if we go here. I mean, okay, so Lujan's batting, his contact is up to a 50. That's nice. I don't know when that happened, but I'm not gonna worry about it. So let's take a look. I mean, we have some minor leaguers. Like, what happens if we package like Blanco and Drew Jones, who unfortunately was our number 1 pick and doesn't look like he is going to kind of make it any further than he already is. He sort of stalled out. Dominic Hambley. Yeah, not much there. What if we look at outfielders? Alexander Ramirez. Yeah, no, again, not much here. My phone keeps beeping at this point. Let me shut this off so that you guys can't hear that. And yeah, I'm not feeling great today, guys. So if you're sensing a lack of, it's not a lack of enthusiasm by any means. I just don't feel particularly well. Joe Adele. Alejandro Osuna's not terrible. What if we did this? Is what's his name still on the trade block? That's not where I wanted to go. That's the waiver wire. Let's look at the trade block. Look at pitchers. He is. I mean, can we do this? I mean, is there any shot at all that we can make this happen? You have to give us $700,000. It's an insulting proposal. Okay. I mean, there's very little on my big league roster that I would not give up to get Shane Baz. I just don't think it's going to happen. Just don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, okay, that's fine. But we do have a little bit of money. So let's look at... So Baz is coming up next season. Man, I would love to find a way to clear enough money to pick him up. Absolutely. Alcantara wasn't good last season. 9-13 between Miami and Minnesota. Gratterall, he's up to $30 million. Yeah, okay. Good luck. Bradley Blaylock. No. Yeah, there's not much here, unfortunately. At least nothing here that's better than what we're currently throwing out there. Oh, excuse me. We may just hold on to the money we have and see if who would be our 5th starter this year. So Webb, Mazur, Taylor are our top three. And then we have Aguilar, and I mean, we have some options. We got Holloway, we got Mackenzie Gore, we got Carlos Calderon, who we could call up. He wasn't particularly good last year, but I mean, we have Sixto Sanchez, so we have some options for that number 5 starter spot. We don't have I mean, our bullpen I think is still pretty good. Although we lost LeMay, which isn't great, but I think. Do we just take that money and dump it into here? I think we do. Bump both of those to 18 million. Come back into here. Drop this down to 10. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and sim ahead now, guys. We made our one major signing, if you will. We made a trade. We picked up Pomares, and we picked up Ozzy Albies. So we're going to sim ahead to opening day, and we will sort out our roster. So I'll be back one more time, and we will finish this episode. Be right back. All right, guys, we are back. I got to come up with a new saying. I say that too much. It's actually the next morning. It is now Wednesday morning, and I am going to finish this recording now. We got through spring training. Hit a couple of landmines on the way. Chris Rodriguez out for the year. Needs Tommy John surgery. Jordan Lawler's out for another 3 weeks with a sprained knee. 4 weeks with a sprained knee. So we are down one of our starters, and we are down one of our key bullpen pieces. But we've seen some major growth from some of our young players. Tamar Johnson up to 3.5 star, 5 stars, 70 contact. The eye and discipline is still improving. Lucas Kelly took a huge jump. He was our Rule 5 guy. Look at that gap power, home run power, and eye discipline. He's not ready yet. So you look at his ratings for the year. Passable, but he probably won't play a ton. Tony Blanco spiked, but we don't. I'm trying to move him because I don't really have a spot for him right now. And given that he's potential 4.5 star, there might be some value there. Garibay got better. And then in the minors, Infante is 5 star. Siegler's 3.5 star. And look at our international complex, guys. DeLucas, Morales, Zamora, and Gomez, all 4.5 or 5 star players. We got Jordan Leftwich, who we drafted last year, is 3.5 star. We got Caminiti, who's actually dropped down to 3 stars, which is not encouraging, but we'll see how it goes. So yeah, a lot of good, some not so good, and now we have to set our roster. So we're at 38 players. We have 18 pitchers. We got to get down to 13 pitchers rather. So Estes, I don't know if Pacheco's going to be able to go down. Yeah, he's going to have to be DFA'd, which is fine. He never really developed. I love the power arm, but he just never really pitched well. My guess is no one will claim him. I'm not uber concerned about it. So we have to send 3 more players down. I guess Santa Maria. Ooh, he's not one I really want to send down. I love the movement. He just hasn't pitched particularly well either. Wow, we got a lot of pitchers. Just throwing a lot of crap at the wall and hoping that it sticks, right? I mean, that's kind of where we are. Can Calderon go down? I don't really want to send him down, but we got to send 2 more pitchers down, huh? And just as I start streaming, I start getting messages and emails. Bear with me just a second. All right, so I guess Bonen's probably... I mean, he can go down without a problem. And then, I mean, Taylor's our worst pitcher, but he's also a starter that we're going to depend on. Same with Aguilar. Logan Webb is deteriorating. Anybody interested in Logan Webb? Okay, there is some interest in him. I mean, we move him, we get the money off the books, and we use that elsewhere. Because it's, what, $15 million a year for the next few seasons? Alejandro Kirk. I mean, he can rake. He can rake. Yeah, I mean, I think maybe let's try this. Let's see if moving Webb and Blanco can get us a starting pitcher. That's something I was thinking about, but so far it's not giving us any real options. And I wouldn't mind trading that contract to one of my division rivals, and then they can deal with the $15 million a year for the next 3 seasons. Right, 15, a player opt out, and then 2 more 15s. He just hasn't. I mean, good year, bad year, good year, bad year is kind of what we're dealing with here. I mean, I am certainly not averse to moving him. Alberto Soho, 26 years old. Jarlin Susana, a 23-year-old out of the Padres organization. Average reliever he has the potential to be. He's a ground ball pitcher. Decent stuff, really good movement, below average control, good fastball, good curveball, average slider, good stamina. Webb is insignificant, so trading him wouldn't really hurt us. Really? Can we get Ired and Carter? I mean, Ired's not any better. I mean, he's probably worse than Webb, truth be told, but he's extremely popular, so we get a fan interest bump. We trade Blanco, who we don't really need. We trade Eric Griffin, who's like 5th on our list of third basemen. And we free up $12 million. And then we pick up Evan Carter, who probably isn't quite that good, but is another outfielder, frankly, that we can use. And he still has option years left. Yeah. I mean, moving Logan Webb is kind of is a bit difficult, but we're going to be paying him $15 million till he's 34. We need money to bring in a young pitcher, and this bumps us up to $16 million. Maybe we can use some of that to pick up a pitcher who's on not a bad contract, but we now have some money. Is the point? And Ired, I don't think will be that much worse than what we were getting out of Logan Webb. We have so many young offensive players that, let's see. I just wanted to see if I could do this without Blanco. No, they want Blanco. Yeah, and I'm not willing to give up any of these other players. So yeah, Blanco. Webb, Blanco, and Griffin for... Can we get anything else? This was a guy I was trying to get for most of the offseason, and they just kept laughing at me. They just wanted one of my best players, and I couldn't bring myself to do it. Teodo. He's a Rule 5 guy. Just trying to maximize here. You guys know how it is. You know how it is. All right, I think I'm going to pull the trigger here. Yeah, pitching prospects are super, 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 super overvalued in... Okay, that works. So we pick up Tristan Smith, 23-year-old. He's hurt, so he was drafted a year ago. 2025 he was drafted in the 3rd round. He's out for the next 4 weeks. That gives us another young pitcher. So Evan Carter, Tristan Smith, Colby Ayard for Logan Webb, Blanco, and then 2 players that we don't care about. We get a fan interest bump for Colby Ayard, which is good. He has to go on the 40-man. He has to go on the 40-man. He has to go to AAA. Will he go to AAA? He's out of options. All right. So we're at 13 pitchers, but we're not any better off. So Mazur, yeah, our rotation is not particularly good, guys. Balisovich was so good as a reliever last year. Holloway struggle. We're gonna leave him in the rotation. We're gonna have to do something with our pitching staff here at some point. Strotman was. All right, I really don't want to DFA Santa Maria. I just get the impression he's gonna get taken, but we got to do it. We got to do it. So Ayard will go there. All right. So, Jay Cousins, Camilo Doval, both as middle relievers. Strotman, he'll be a specialist / long relief. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with this. Caleb Freeman, Sixto Sanchez as our setup guys. Balisovich, Doval, Cousins as our middle relievers. Strotman and Ayard as our long relief / specialist. So we're at 32. We got to send 6 players down. So De Los Santos, Pacheco, Undina, Harrelson, Jones, Lausch. Oh, we signed Jackie Bradley Jr. He's not good offensively, but he's going to give us that fifth outfielder who can play anywhere in the outfield. I think that gives us the right number of players, right? Yeah, we're at 26. All right, so lineups. And this is obviously going to change once we get Lawler back, but I want to go here. Clear the lineups. All right, so our leadoff hitter this year will be Tamar Johnson. Our number 2 hitter ultimately will be Jordan Lawler, but I got to figure out who's going to hit number 2 while he's out. Probably Albies be our number 2 hitter while he's out at DH. Do we do something like this, or do we go lefty-lefty? See, I'm not crazy about going lefty-lefty. I think, because ultimately what I'll do is I'll bat Albies in the cleanup spot. I think we do this. Johnson, Albies, Garibay, House, Lujan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pomares. Do we put Pomares in left? Yeah, Pomares in left. Catcher, shortstop, center field. Oh, Huckstorf can't play center. Lujan can't play center. Only Kyle Greer can play center. Okay. No, Kyle Greer is our starting center fielder. Shortstop. And right now it'll be Nick Allen. Long term it'll be it'll be Lawler once he comes back. Yeah, Lucas Kelly I'm really excited about as our Rule 5 guy. I don't even really need him to pitch. I guess he can in a pinch, but don't really need him to right now. We will copy that lineup. And against lefties, we will paste. And here we are going to go. What does Pomares look like against lefties? Where is he? Right there. He's fine again at lefties or righties. Okay. But I want to get Huckstorf out there. So what's the plan? Because all of my lefties can hit lefties except for Lujan. But I don't know that benching my $40 million man is the right answer. I mean, I think it is because, I mean, it's all about the team. Yeah, and then Lujan will still play. All right. Let's get to opening day. We will play opening day, and then we'll call it an episode. And again, there will be no video. There will be no live stream on Sunday. I hope to get another video out to Chris so that he can get it posted on Sunday for you guys. I will be in northern Wisconsin for a week, sitting on a lake. All right, so season expectation, thinks we should make the playoffs. We have the number 2 and number 9 prospects in the game. Let's take a look at the waiver wire really quickly. And then we will play the game, or we'll let the game play the game, and then we'll call it an episode. Jacob Berry. Pitchers. Pitchers is what we are looking at. Yeah, meh. We could pick up a Paul Blackburn. Extreme ground ball pitcher. I mean, that's not a terrible idea. I mean, he hasn't been good, so all right, yeah, we're just gonna pass. So nothing there. I also spent a lot of the offseason trying to get Logan Gilbert. And the White Sox just wouldn't budge, so that maybe that demand comes down as the season goes on. We'll see how it goes. Ooh, Herman Marquez. He might be a good addition to our pitching staff. Let's take a look. They don't want much for him. What if we started with De Los Santos? Because we got a bunch of third basemen in the system now. We could turn around and trade Carter. Yeah, Carter's down to 3 stars, but he's decent defensively. He could be our backup outfielder, once we move on from JBJ at some point. Yeah, I got a couple of prospects that I'm not averse to giving up. De Los Santos, and then there's a center fielder who is 1 star, and yeah, Kevin Santos. Let's try that. Let's offer that and see if we can bring Herman Marquez back. All right, so we got a game against Colorado here, so we're going to go ahead and let the AI do its thing. So they got Nicky Lopez, Chris Bryant, Zach Veen, Oscar Aude. It's probably, wow, he looks pretty good either way. Max Kepler, Alan Trejo, Brendan Rodgers, Jonah Heim, Everson Pereira, and Helcris Olivares is their opening day starter. 9-6, 403 a year ago. For us, we got Johnson, Albies, Garibay, House, Huckstorf, Greer, Pomares, Allen, with Adam Mazur getting the opening day start for us. coming a long way from picking him up midway through the season last year. So let's get this thing started. See if we can start this season 1-0. Leadoff double for Nicky Lopez, who can hit the baseball. Bryant with a fly ball to left. It's 1 out. Veen walks. There's a ground ball to short, and we are able to turn over the double play. So they get 2 on, 1 out. We're able to get out of it. Johnson strikes out looking. Ozzie Albies is first at bat. He strikes out. And Garibay. We go down 1-2-3 in the first. Max Kepler, fly ball to right, 1 out. Trejo strikes out. And Brendan Rodgers grounds out. So a 1-2-3 second. House with a fly ball to left. Huckstorf with a fly ball to left. Can we make it the trifecta with Kyle Greer? No, he walks. 2-2 to Pomares. He strikes out. All right, so no hits through 2 for us. Heim strikes out. Everson Pereira pops out to right. And Lopez doubled leading off the game, and he grounds out to short here. Nick Allen pops out to the first baseman. Antonio Gomez. We're still looking for our first hit of the season, and there it is. A 1-out single by our number 9 hitter, Antonio Gomez. Tamar Johnson is going to steal second. No throw, so a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. And it doesn't matter as we strike out. Leadoff single there for Bryant. 0-1 to Veen. Grounds it into the shift, and we turn another double play. Aud with a base hit through the shift. So that's 3 hits for the Rockies. Kepler strikes out, and we're scoreless going into the bottom of the 4th. We are no longer scoreless. Guy Garibay with a solo home run to left, and we take a 1-0 lead. Brady House strikes out. And Huckstorf walks. There's a fly ball to left. So 2 outs, runner at first. That's the end of the inning. So we pick up a run. Trejo struck out last time. He pops up on the infield this time. Brendan Rodgers grounds to second, 2 away. And there is a strikeout. So 1-2-3, 5th. Allen strikes out. Gomez strikes out. Tamar Johnson strikes out. So Olivares strikes out the side in the 5th. Pereira pops up to first. Lopez with a drive to left. It's going to be another extra base hit for Nicky Lopez. Pick it up and throw it in, man. So it's a 1-out triple. 0-2 to Bryant. It's a fly ball to left. That should be plenty deep enough to score the run. We are knotted at 1. Zach Veen now. 2 outs, nobody on. Base hit to left. And Aud strikes out. So we go to the bottom of the 6th, tied. Ozzie Albies, 3-1 pitch to him. He draws a walk. That'll bring up Garibay against a righty now. Sliding catch out and left. Brady House strikes out. Huckstorf hits that one down the left field line. That's going to be a single. So we got 2 on, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Wild pitch will put both runners in scoring position. Greer gets that one down and right. So it's going to be a 2-run double at least for Kyle Greer. 2-run triple for Greer in the bottom of the 6th, giving us a 3-1 lead. Can Pomares get him home? He cannot. But we're going to go to the 7th up by 2. Kepler with a pop-up to second. Trejo, ground out to short. And Brendan Rodgers now Fly ball to right. Oh, right to the wall. So that's 7 innings of 1-run ball. Nick Allen leads off. Ground out to short. Antonio Gomez ground out to second. And Tamar Johnson strikes out. So we're still up by 2 going to the 8th. Jonah Heim with a leadoff single here in the 8th inning. 1-2 to Colas. He strikes out. Nicky Lopez has 2 hits in the game. He grounds it to short, and we're not able to turn the double play. So 2 outs, runner at first, and that retires the side. So we are through 7.5, and we're up 3-1. Ozzie Albies grounds out to first. Lucas Kelly pinch hitting for some reason. Flies out to right. They must be bringing in. They must have wanted to bring in a defensive replacement in the 9th, but that doesn't make any sense. I'm going to have to change the Edison Batista comes in the 9th. I'm going to have to change the strategy. I don't ever want Guy Garibay pinch hit for. Ever, ever, ever. Oude strikes out, and they're down to their last out. Max Kepler draws a walk. Trejo draws a walk. Brendan Rodgers draws a walk. What the F? Caleb Freeman comes up with the bases loaded, and we're all tied. Yeah, okay. 2-2 pitch to Colas, and that's the end of the inning, but they pick up 2 in the bottom of the 9th. So we go to the bottom of the 9th, tied at 3. Julio Lujan grounds out. Kyle Greer with a bloop to center. And Pomares grounds out. Oh, that sucks, man. Nicky Lopez grounds to short. Chris Bryant strikes out. And Zach Veen strikes out. Bottom of the 10th. And you notice I don't have the extra inning rule on because I think it's dumb. Nick Allen walks. Antonio Gomez with a single to center. Allen's going to motor to third. So the winning run is at third in the bottom of the 10th. And Tamar Johnson is up. And that's the ball game. So we do eventually come back to win, which is nice. We win the game in 10. But you hate to see a great start go to waste. And a great start is what we had out of Andy Mazur. 8 innings, 6 hits. Adam Mazur, 8 innings, 6 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. Batista came in, got the first 2 batters, and then walked 3 in a row. Caleb Freeman picks up the win, striking out 3 in an inning and a third. Greer with a 2-run triple. Gomez with 2 hits. Johnson, Garibay, each with RBIs. So a win is a win is a win. So we walk it off, and that's going to do it for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll talk to everybody on Wednesday. Take care. Bye-bye.